No soundtrack. I think I'm correct. Wait, let's see. Yes, there's no soundtrack playing. And by the way, the new character jingle, that was perfect timing. As soon as I removed Kayume from my face, the new character jingle played. And the new character is Furudo Erika. I read this character sheet when she appeared in episode 5, so I'm not going to read it again. The news about the Drifter, Furudo Erika, quickly spread across Rokkenjima. Erika was politely entertained, and it was decided that she would be treated as a guest until the typhoon passed. In the dining hall, Goto's wonderful dinner had ended, and everyone was relaxing and enjoying some after-dinner coffee and cheese. Apparently, Fowler was a bit relieved that Erika had come and turned into a good scapegoat. It drove away some of the attention he'd been getting piled up on him for finally coming back after 6 years. Smiles Sourier. In fact, she turned out to be very talkative. Uh-oh. When the conversation turned to a sophisticated discussion of the mystery genre, even the adults were drawn in. She was apparently so well versed that even Nanjo, who had a vast knowledge of the subject, was impressed.
確かにな。嵐の孤島に洋館に不気味な一族。そこに雨宿りの探偵とくりゃ、もうお膳立てが揃ったも同然だぜ。
ご安心を。どんな難事件であっても解決してお見せしますので。それが探偵の務めです。
頼もしいじゃないか。むしろ何か怪事件が起こってほしいものだね。
Well, Klaus, your wish shall be granted very soon.
犠牲者役はごめん被るが。
You don't have a great track record. You do not have a great track record. So, I'm sorry, Gloss. You're probably going to be a victim, since you're usually a victim of First Twilight.
あなた、不謹慎です。まあ、人間のミステリーの歴史なんてほんの100年足らず。そのトリックもアイデアもほんの数種の焼き直しですでに描くべきことなどありません。いかなる不可能犯罪、密室殺人が起ころうとも、すでに類型化されているどれかのトリックを形を変えただけに過ぎないのですから。まあそれでもミステリーが読み物として現代でも通用するのは、古典もろくすっぽ読まない付け焼き場の自称マニアが自分の不勉強ゆえに知らない古典トリックをさも新鮮であるかのように勘違いして大騒ぎしてるだけなんですが。
Rikishi's really going off in this game. Jeez, you're really going off about readers in this game. Everyone couldn't help but gape at this imposing claim. If an age critic had said it, that would have been one thing. But it showed incredible boldness for a young person like her to state that so strongly.
ミステリーなんてもう半世紀も前に終わったジャンルなんです。私に言わせればですが。でも不勉強なバカばっかりのおかげで私は探偵ができるというわけです。
Rikishi's really going hard, and I love it.
それを言ったら、恋愛なんてシェイクスピアの時代に完成されてて、以後は読む価値もないってことになるぜ。
そうですね。じゃあロミオとジュリエットさえ読んどけば、恋愛なんてもう理解できたも同然ってことじゃないんですか？
Yes, if you read Romeo and Juliet, you understand romance. Absolutely. Romeo and Juliet is a great example of romance. I hate Romeo and Juliet. I fucking hate Romeo and Juliet. Oh my god. I hate Romeo and Juliet. Like, of Shakespeare's works that I've read, the better love story is Much Ado About Nothing, and it's not really a romance, it's mostly a comedy, but at the same time, comparing the romantic scenes of Much Ado About Nothing to Romeo and Juliet, Much Ado About Nothing had better ones. Maybe I'm forgetting about Much Ado About Nothing. Maybe I'm forgetting a little bit about it because maybe it's as bad as Romeo and Juliet, but God, I hate Romeo and Juliet. I fucking hate it.
そんなわけねえさ。本は読んだ数を競うものでもねえが、さりとてこれで十分だと威張るもんでもねえ。過去の古典の話ばかりで新書を読まねえのはいわゆる悪しき解雇主義じゃねえのか。
Great points, great points. I'm liking this. You know what? I'm agreeing with Valor so far.
それこそ読書をサボる年寄りどもの言い訳だと思うぜ。
そうですね。
Erika can't reply to that one.
私もバトラさん程度には本を読まないと言いまかされちゃいそうです。
俺本なんか読
Valor chuckled, but Erika knew from the previous game that Valor was actually quite an avid reader. So, his words felt like more of a challenge.
そんなにも推理自慢ならクイズとかパズルとかは得意そうだね。
Oh, are you about to introduce her to the epitaph?
マリアさ、ほら、クイズとかの本持ってなかったっけ
Wolfsman Picking up that Erika's arrogant statement had made the atmosphere a little tense, George smoothly changed the subject. Like he usually does. By now, it was more than clear that she wasn't the charming guest she had appeared to be. Maria pulled a book out of her bag that had quizzes and puzzles written in it, and started posing them to everyone. The great detective knows. It might look as though it would become a peaceful quiz party, but of course, that wasn't what happened. In credit to all her big talking, Erika managed an impressive ratio of correct and immediate answers. Erika took complete control. Her bragging began to escalate more and more. George slightly regretted the choice he had made when changing the subject.
$106回です。トーナメント表を書くまでもありません。
The question, how many matches would you need for the tournament with 107 teams, was answered instantly by Erika.
これは問題というより知識です。参加チームから1を引いた数が必要な試合数という公式がありますので。
I mean, that is correct.
まあ、例題の4チームなら3試合、8チームなら7試合という数字を見た時点で法則性に気づいて当然ですが。
Well, keep in mind, it's Maria's, puzzle book. Come on, you gotta keep that in mind. It's for Maria. It's helping her learn numbers and, logical thinking. Come on, Erika. Come on, you should be a little bit nicer and just play along a little bit. Maybe let Maria, solve some of the questions herself as well, because that book's meant for kids. And, you know what? Erika doesn't care. I shouldn't be saying this. Erika wouldn't care.
エリカお姉ちゃんでしょ。言ってごらん。エリカお姉ちゃんすごい。
大したもんだな。なるほど。自称探偵は伊達じゃねえってわけだ。
まあ、探偵を気取るつもりならこの程度は。
すごいね。 きっと将来は本物の探偵になれると思うよ。
Oh, George, why did you say that?
もうそのつもりですが。
Wow, she actually took that quite well. I thought she would have yelled at George for saying that she wasn't a detective. Though I hear the wind picking up, so Erika probably got annoyed by that comment. Plus, her facial expression kind of altered a little bit before the next line, so I think that got Erika's nerves that George said that. The cousins all thought about the answers to the questions, but Erika always answered first. Rosa thought that it was a bit rude for Erika to say the answers out loud while people were thinking, instead of keeping them to herself. But since Erika was a guest, Rosa decided against mentioning it. In truth, Erika was perfectly aware of this when she answered the questions instantly. Each time, she would grin broadly, as though saying, "Is it really taking you all this long to solve such an easy problem?"
エリカちゃんは名探偵さんなんだから、あまり本気にならなくてもいいんじゃない？
そうですね。子供向けの問題なのにムキになってしまいました。気をつけますので、次の問題をお願いします。
よーし、今度は負けねえぞ。マリア、次の問題を頼む。
大きなチーズが1個あります。
Scar in the score.
それをナイフで1回切り分けると2つになります。では8個に切り分けるには最低何回切ればいいでしょう。
4. Yeah, 4.
あ、僕はこれ知ってるよ。だから黙っていよっかな。
George, acting like the adult he was, set up a move that would prevent people from answering right away, even if they knew the answer. In effect, sending a warning to Erika. You know what? If I were Erika, I would stay quiet because George is making the creepy neck position. Yeah, that is like the creepiest position of George. And also, it's even more creepy that he's standing next to Maria while making that position. I hate the sprites of George when he cranes his neck like that. They're so creepy. Especially when his glasses are fogged up. Like, it makes it all the more creepy. And yes, I can kind of see that he's trying to be intimidating to tell Erika, hey, stay quiet, bitch. It seemed that Erika understood, and she averted her gaze, snorting derisively.
8個なら4回で切り分ければよいのでは？バカね。それが答えだったら問題にならないじゃない。
You're overthinking it, Ava. You're overthinking
it. そういうことだな。
Klaus, no, you're overthinking it. Well, okay. I can understand Klaus overthinking things.
こういうのは想定の回数より少なくできるものと相場が決まっている。しかし、どうすればいいやら。
Oh? He's thinking on the right direction. He's thinking the correct direction.
ああ、わかったわかった。こりゃチーズだからできることだな。
そうね。バースデーケーキでこれをやったら大喧嘩になるわね。
Uh-oh. I might be wrong with 4 slices. No, I'm gonna stick with 4 slices because that makes sense. No, I'm sticking with 4 slices.
そうやな。チーズならともかくケーキを切るにはその切り方じゃあかんな。
Oh no, I'm actually getting concerned now.
みんな答え分かってんのかよ。
What? Valor doesn't?
くそ、分かんねえの俺だけかよ。
I thought Valor would already know. Interesting.
ああ、わかったぜ。なるほどね。最 3次元で考えなきゃダメなんだ。
Just 3?
うわジェシカまでわかんねえ。どうすりゃいいんだ。
Well, Erika, would you care to explain for Battler?
マリア、答えわかるよ。ここに書いてあるもん。
Of course he would.
こら、マリアだって答え見るまでわからなかったでしょ。わかる？バトラ君。
なるほど。私にもわかりました。
I would have been disappointed if you couldn't, Nanjo.
これはチーズだからこそできることですな。
I don't know too much about cheese, so I might be wrong about 4 slices. Oh no. No, I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. No, I'm not gonna falter. It's 4.
南條先生まで分かっちゃったのかよ。
He reads mystery novels, Battler. What did you expect?
ひょっとして俺だけ？俺だけが分かってない？
バトラさんの頭も少し火を通せばチーズみたいに柔らかになりそうですね。
Wait a second. Is the answer 0 because you could rip it apart or something? No, that can't be the answer.
ナイフは0回で手でちぎれるとかそういう答えじゃないんだろ？
Like I said.
なわけねえぜ。
Okay.
ナイフ以外では切れないチーズってことで。
Is there really a cheese like that? I'm not gonna look it up because there's likely not, but I'm curious though. Is there actually a cheese that's so hard that you actually have to use a knife?
チーズを立体的に想像するんだよ。難しいなら紙ナプキンの裏に絵を描いてみるのもいいかもね。
Well, okay, hold on. Cheese comes in different sizes. Are you talking about circular cheese, square cheese, pyramid cheese, sliced cheese? Probably not sliced cheese, no. Foot sliced cheese. But no, cheese has multiple shapes. So, No. I don't... Oh, that could actually be part... Actually, that's part of the answer, I bet. The shape of the cheese, because it never clarified the shape of the cheese. Maybe? Or is it still 4 slices? Because I think it's 4 slices. I'm sticking to 4 slices. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm still sticking to 4 slices, though I'm unsure. I'm gonna say 4.
大きなチーズが1個あるんだろう。
I meant to use a quick bathroom break with that transition. I apologize. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'm sorry, everyone. And also, as I'm trying to rush to the restroom, I get to show you how I can get to the restroom now. By jumping over my couch. Have to turn off the camera. And I'm back after my short restroom break. I apologize for that. So, we have 1 large piece of cheese, right?
それをナイフで8つに。ナイフは直線じゃなきゃ切っちゃダメ？
そうよ。ナイフは直線に切るだけ。まあ、でもヒントね。切り方は直線にじゃなきゃダメだけど、どこを切るかは自由なのよ。
Oh, I don't get it. Is it 4 still though, or not?
どうやってナイフを入れればいいか、いろいろ想像してみろ。
少々ひねくれたやり方を想像した方がいいだろうな。バトラ君のお手並みを拝見だ。
You have a large piece of cheese. How many times must you cut it with a knife to make 8 pieces? It's obvious that you can do it in 4 cuts. Shit, is it not 4? I feel like this is a trick question and the answer is going to be 4 though. Can it be done in even fewer cuts than that? The hint said that it was something that could be done because it was cheese. If it was a birthday cake, you really wouldn't be allowed to do this. Oh.
チーズ。チーズだからできる技？おう。わかったすっかり騙されたぜ。頭が固えとダメだな。
ようやくひらめいたようですね。
Melody, instrumental version. Sorry, Erika.
それが正解だといいのですが。
チーズはナイフ以外では切れないんだよな。ナイフは直線だけで切るんだよな。それ以外に何も条件はないよな。なあ。
特にない。
よっしゃ、間違いない。ひでえ問題だぜ。これはまるで謎だ。
上から切るばかりが脳じゃないってことだぜ。上から2回切って4分。
Oh. I understand now. You cut it from the sides. But how? Damn it, I still can't think of anything. Zin Damida. Wait. Could that be the answer? Is it 3 slices? Slice. No, that still leads me to 4. Shit.
その状態で側面から切れば、上段と下段に分かれて4分割が倍の8分割。
立体で考えないと出せない答えだね。つまり正解は3回さ。
Wait, but how? I thought it might have been 3, but I'm trying to think how though. Like, I know it's possible likely with 3, but how? I'm trying to think. Slice. That gets to be 6 though. If I slice it 2 times in the... Slice it 2 times in the center. No, that gets me 4. 3 times in the center. Shit! How?
そうなのか？俺、1回だと思ってたけど。
そらどんな魔法や。いくらなんでも1回は無理や。
これは謎じゃなくて普通に算数的な問題よ。
おお、そうなのか。3回ってのはすぐに思いついたんだが、それじゃ簡単すぎて問題にならないと思ってひねりすぎたか？
バトラの答えの方が5分の答えより少ない。
I thought Maria just said that Balor's brain is smaller than the one that's in her book or something.
バトラが正解？
ええ、そうです。
What?
バトラさんが正解です。
Smile Sourier, how?
正解は1回です。
Balor was happy that someone had confirmed his answer. However, at some point, Erika's face had lost its cheeriness.
私以外に1回と答えられる人間がいて、それが4人もよってとは。
エリカも答えは1回なのかよ。どうやらお前も相当ひねくれてるみたいだな。
1個のチーズと聞いてその形状を決めつけるのは実に愚かしいことですので。
Like I was saying!
できるわけないわ。お兄ちゃんの勘違いでしょ。3回未満でどうやって8等分するのよ。
愚かしや人の子よ。8つに分けろとは言っているが、等分にしろとは問うていない。
Interesting.
それにしたって不可能でしょ。ナイフ以外の方法で切るの？
ナイフ以外では切れない。ナイフは直線に切らねばならないと条件がある。しかし逆に言えばそれ以外に条件はない。いや、そもそもチーズの形さえも示されてはいない。
そうか。みんなは大きなチーズが1個って聞いてカマンベールみたいな平べったい円筒状のものを想像してたのか。
Camembert? Oh! Camembert. Interesting. Huh. You know what? I've never seen this cheese before. Camembert cheese. Huh, interesting. That is really gooey looking cheese. Wait, is it really gooey? It looks gooey on the inside. What the heck?
Camembert.
Camembert?
Camembert.
Camembert? That's the American pronunciation.
Camembert.
Camembert. On the Wikipedia page, it leads you to the French pronunciation. Let's see the French pronunciation, since that's what the Wikipedia page was trying to show us. There we go.
Camembert.
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 Camembert. Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert.
Camembert. Camembert is a moist, soft, creamy surface ripened cow's milk cheese. It was first made in the late 18th century at Camembert, Normandy, in northwest France. Camembert. 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 Shit! I'm so sorry! Camembert. Camembert. Camembert? That sounds more correct. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm such a fool. Well, everyone, I think we lost everyone in France. Rest in peace to all my French viewers. I lost all of them in 1 minute.
俺は朝食のトーストの上に乗せるスライスチーズを想像していたぜ。ナイフで切り分けるような立派なチーズとは普段縁がねえからよ。
チーズの形状に条件は示されませんでした。出題者のミスです。おそらくマリアさんのその本にはいわゆる平べったい円筒状チーズの図面があるはずです。
ある。ほら。
As Erika had guessed, not suggested, I'm sorry, the book Maria held had an illustration of a piece of cheese, just as Erika had described it. With cheese of this shape, 3 slices really would be the correct answer. You can cut it in a plus pattern from the top to make 4 pieces. Oh, I get it now. Then cut it from the side to double that, and make 8 pieces. Damn it! Oh, that's the answer. I knew you were supposed to cut it from the side at some point. Damn it! I got it now. Wait, they said you can't do that with a cake. You said you can't do that with a cake. You can technically, but people will be really mad if you do. Oh, I'm good. The next time I see a cake, I'm cutting it like that. However, since this illustration had been shown, the interpretation of the cheese had been left to the answerer.
確かにそうね。出題の時点でチーズの形状やその柔らかさなどには触れられていなかったわ。
そういうことです。どうやらチーズも頭も柔らかかったのはバトラさんの方だったようです。
わけわかんねえぜ。スライスチーズだったらどうしてナイフ1回で8個に分けられるんだよ。
お手元のペーパーナプキンで試してみたらどうですか？これをスライスチーズだと思って。
つまりよ、 こうしてさ、蛇腹に折るわけさ。
Folding the cheese.
何回折れば8個になるかな。
6回です。
To fold it accordion style, you alternate between upward and downward folds. Once you've done this 6 times, it looks like the side of an accordion.
普通のチーズならこんなに折ったらそこでちぎれちまうところだが、ナイフ以外じゃちぎれないことになってんだろ。
ええ、問題ありません。ナイフ以外では決して切れぬ魔法のチーズですから。
その畳んだのも真上からバサッ。
Oops! Wait!
確かに。
I didn't press the button. I did press the button though. What the hell? Maybe I registered twice. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I pressed the button again, or maybe it registered twice. Hold on.
普通のチーズならこんなに折ってその畳んだのも真上からバサッと一刀両断にすりゃ。
I'm sorry, everyone. The camembert cheese really got my mind, messed up. Yeah, it was the camembert. I'm blaming the French. I'm blaming you, France. You made me mess up that line. You're right.
8分割だ。
ちょっと待てよ。これじゃ当分にはなってないぜ。
出題者は8つに切り分けろとしか言ってません。当分は条件に含まれませんでした。まあ折り方を工夫すれば当分も可能ですが、お頭の固い皆さんには説明が混乱するので省きます。
Erika! For a while, everyone was stunned. Fowler had reached a far better answer than 3 by thinking of the problem as a riddle. Erika had already shown both answers, and had even spotted a mistake made by the book. The others could do nothing but stare at those two in surprise.
すごいわ。頭が硬かったのは私たちなの？
No worries, Rosa. I'm with you all.
これは乾杯ですな。
私たちは3次元で考えたけれど、どうもバトラ君とエリカちゃんは次元がもう一つ上だったみたいね。
One more and they will be able to play 5D chess.
だいぶ魔女とのゲームで鍛えられたようじゃないですか。条件なき問題、すなわち赤き真実の外側はすべて観測者の自由自在。
Obviously, the same cannot be said for me.
魔女の密室の感激を縫う基本中の基本。
何の話だ？小説か何かの引用か？
まあそういうことにしておきます。それにしてもどなたの脳みそもカチンコチンの石ころチーズってわけですね。
The music's not happy, Erika. I don't think everyone's gonna take that, insult quite well internally. Without any signs of restraint, Erika looked at everyone and laughed sarcastically. Only Maria didn't notice the venom in that laugh as she happily turned to the next page. Suspicious scent. Here we go.
じゃあ次の問題ね。3つのコップと6枚のコインがあります。
Alright.
3つのコップそれぞれにコインが1枚、2枚、3枚になるように分けてください。
Alright.
おいおい、そんなの簡単じゃねえかよ。最初のコップにコインを1枚、次のコップに2枚、最後のコップに3枚入れて出来上がりだぜ。
They never clarified the shape of the cups in the question, did they, Jessica?
ではそれを5枚のコインでもできるでしょうか。
また陳腐な問題が出てきましたね。まさか皆さんこの程度の問題にまた瞬きをいくつも費やされるおつもりで？
By now, Erika was gazing around with an unpleasant look, acting in a manner that was completely inappropriate for both a guest and for someone her age. She was no longer a guest who would be staying until the storm passed. She had transformed into an annoying guest who wouldn't leave until the storm passed. Everyone thought this, but they were unable to say it aloud.
コインの問題っていうと、ほら、お箸の使い方がうまいかどうかは、コインをお箸で掴めるかどうかでわかるそうだね。
Nice diversion, George!
お箸そうです。お箸です。
Bounce!
お箸は世界で最も優雅な食器です。突き刺し、引きちぎって口に運ぶナイフとフォークなんて野蛮の極み。お箸こそが最高です。私の箸使いこそが芸術。
You know what? Just for Erika, just for you. I'm gonna be back in a second. Just for you. Just for you. I'm gonna bring these out. Just for you for this one video. Just for you, Erika. I'll be back in a second, everyone. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back. There we go. Ha ha ha. Just for you, Erika. Just for you. I'll be using chopsticks to progress in the game. Just for you, Erika. Oh god, it's been a while. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just for you, Erika. Just for you. I'll be playing the game. Chopsticks only. Chopsticks only. I have to press the buttons using only chopsticks. Meaning, even for mouse clicks, I have to do it with the chopsticks. Alright, Kyubey. Crap. Alright. There we go. Oh god. I'm just embarrassing myself even more in this videos. Jessica was about to say, isn't a chopstick just a stick? But stopped herself just at a time. She realized that it was best to let George take control for now.
小銭あるけど、ちょっと僕と競争してみない？
Yes.
僕もお箸の持ち方には厳しいんだ。
そやな。ジョージの箸は随分厳しく教えたんや。
確かに。テーブルマナーは育ちが出てしまうものだ。
I'm trying my hardest.
エリカさんの持ち方もなかなかに良い。
俺の小銭も貸してやるぜ。枚数が多い方が面白いだろ。
ジェシカ、よく見て覚えなさい。
うせえぜ。
よし、競争しよう。ここにある小銭をどれだけ多く自分のお皿に移せるか。
望むところです。お箸。
This time, George had steered the conversation into a good direction. Everyone else understood, and they helped to egg on this chopstick fight and change the subject. They were fully aware by now that Erika was extremely proud of her intelligence. And apparently she had the bad habit of using that to look down upon other people. She spun her chopsticks around her fingers with the dexterity of a stage musician. I am not trying that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I learned how to do this. Yeah, there we go. I'm not the best at chopsticks. I should probably improve my chopstick skills, but they're gonna be stiff for now. Staring at the coins scattered on the table like a dog waiting for permission to eat the food placed before him. I'm getting better. Oh! The unsettling sound of the wind had now blended in with the sound of the rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. Just when it seemed to be crying out sadly, it would suddenly turn into a roar and rattle the windows, striking up even more fear and ease within me. Light from the hallway poured in through the thin crack of the slightly opened door, and it seemed to carry with it laughter that was warm and happy, but very distant. I'm sure everyone's in the dining hall or somewhere, having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in a place like this. Eternal chains. Dad. Mom. I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door, but the merciless chain just wouldn't let the door open any further than that crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to a way out just made me more impatient. Gulping and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. The light coming out of the crack. It's just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked in here for eternity by making me think I'm just an inch away from getting out a door that will never actually open. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door, all that filled the room was that eerie sound of wind and rain. The way the wind had picked up every now and then and shook the window frames felt like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. I was so scared of that monster, I couldn't help but avert my gaze from the windows. Gotta search. If I can't get out the door, I need to find another way out. Just to the side of the door was a closet. There was only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect to anywhere outside the room. If this were hide and seek, it'd probably be fun to hide in there. Ask me about that. However, inside this creepy room, it would be no better than stepping into my own coffin. If I go in there, maybe I won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine, and I closed the closet door in a hurry. There's one door left. When I opened it, there was the bath and toilet. Of course, there was no exit. There wasn't even any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. But I couldn't get out that way. Unless I went into the bathtub, with the stopper pulled out of the drain, and smashed my flesh and bones to bits. I had the feeling that this was the only way out. So the black stopper in the bathtub drain looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there really was no way of getting out through the bathroom. All that was left was the windows. The view through the window was pitch black darkness. The fierce winds and rain were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling, but I didn't really care where I went, as long as it was outside this room. However, the window was clamped shut. Oh shit! Right down the middle of the window, which was made to swing open like a set of double doors, were several ugly metal clamps. It was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't even open a crack. Shit. I've had enough. Close my heart. Give it a rest already. What the hell's going on with this room? I've had enough of this creepy room. Enough! It's impossible to go outside except by the door and windows. And compared to that thick door, the window looks like it might be possible to break. I'll smash it. If I swing a chair at it, the glass will probably break. I might be even able to smash the wooden grid dividing up the window. All I need to do is make a gap large enough to slip out of. I grabbed a fancy-looking antique chair and headed back to the window. Ah! I smashed the chair against it. Over and over. Oh! The glass smashed with a violent sound, and the frame groaned and creaked. I hit it again, over and over, but the glass wouldn't break. If I could just break through this wooden frame, the frame wouldn't break. I get it now. Damn it! What the hell? Even though all the glass has been smashed apart. Even though the cold rain is blowing in and tormenting me, I can't get that frame to break. They aren't iron bars. It's just a delicate wooden mesh. It's fragile enough to make that creaking sound. So why doesn't it break? No, wait. Maybe it's close to breaking. What if I try attacking it from a different angle instead of just smashing it head on? I snuck my left hand outside through one of the holes in the broken window, grabbed the frame from the front with my right hand, and tried to break it by shaking it around from both sides. My left hand started to grow ice cold from the frigid winds and rain. As I shook, fragments of glass sticking out of the broken frame poked into me, and my waist was soon stained with blood. But if I could just get out of here, this pain is no big deal. But I can't get out. I'm stuck. It won't open. I can't break it. The more violently I shook the frame, the more the glass fragments tore into my left wrist, causing me intense pain. Wait, what? Huh? Ow. Before I realized it, the glass fragments on the frame had grown longer and more spiky. It was as though an ugly beast was trying to chew my hand off with glass teeth. It's not my imagination. They actually are getting longer before my very eyes. And they're chewing my hands to bits. I tried desperately to pull my hand out, but it already dug deep into my wrist, and I couldn't move it. I put all my strength into it, but it just hurt more and more, and the glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Damn it! Let go! Let go! With my right fist, I hit the glass over and over, attempting to break it. This is my right fist, holding the chopsticks. But that just hurt my right fist as well, and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand, which was still stuck outside and exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy. Oh shit. What? Hell's Halls. What? It couldn't have been a leaf blown about by the winds, or anything like that. I mean, it felt just like the touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. Then, it closed tightly around my left hand. When I felt the 5 fingers, I knew that some person out in the darkness was touching my left hand. And, yes, I know who it is. It's the witch. The terrifying witch who controls Rokujima's night. The 2 hands soaked in the freezing rain gently caressed my left hand. However, though I could tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything out there in the darkness. Then, it fell about my fingers and bent my ring finger upwards. Oh no. Ow, 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 ow! It's gonna break! Gah! Oh shit. At that moment, I saw something in the darkness for the first time. It was white. The darkness grinned and bared its white teeth. Then, that mouth full of eerily white teeth approached my bent back finger. No! And opened wide. No, don't bite off the finger. It must have been laughing at me from the darkness. After all, its creepy mouth had twisted upward in a huge grin. I had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do with my finger. To my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. I resisted as much as I could, but the fangs of glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, after giving my finger a playful nibble... Ah! Knew it! Knew it! The finger was gonna get bit off. Knew it! Called it! It bit off the finger. It bit down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and bit it off. Crunch. Rip. Tear. Squelch. Splat. Wait, what? Oh! I thought that was all happening in the meadow. Wait. Could they have heard that? Wait, could they have heard that? Like, is one of the rooms in Rokujima this time blocked off because, Angie's in there? Okay, that's interesting. Is one of the rooms blocked off because Angie's in there? Oh, that's interesting. Wait. Is that Balor's doing or Bird's doing? Or Lem Delta's doing? Balor controls the game board, so... What? A new mystery is at afoot. Is Angie in the mansion right now? Or is that something totally different going on? Interesting. Oh? Is Angie actually in the mansion? Oh shit! Oop! Sorry, Erika! Sorry, Erika! You did not see that. You did not see that, Erika. I did not use my hand to continue on a line.
風で窓でもガタついたんだろうぜ。
Or maybe Angie's in the other room.
何しろオンボロ屋敷だからな。
そういうのってなんだか不気味だよな。本当に魔女が屋敷の中を歩き回ってるのかなって。6年前のガキの頃には随分怯えて夜を過ごしたもんさ。
But wait, didn't the witch not exist 6 years ago, though?
いる。ベアトリーチェはいる。
I'm not denying her existence, Maria. I'm just saying she didn't exist 6 years ago, Maria.
この廊下の向こうには何があるんですか？あちらには客室がございますが、今は使っておりません。
Minute darkness.
ゲストハウスができたからね。それまでは客室に僕らは泊まってたんだよ。
ああ、俺も覚えてるぜ。 今日のゲストハウスがあまりに綺麗なんで驚いちまった。
まあ新築だからな。私も自分の部屋をそっちに移したいもんだぜ。シャノン、エリカさんの部屋もゲストハウスでしょ？
Nah, she's separated from everyone. She's in the mansion now.
はい。ゲストハウスにご用意させていただきました。
で、ゲストハウスは屋敷から離れていると。どんな事件が起こっても互いには聞こえませんね。
やれやれ。まだ探偵モードなのかよ。明日の朝、全員で揃っておはようって言っただけで、がっかりしちまいそうだぜ。
That's just hopeful thinking, Valor.
確かに。
Though he is the game master, so he might not kill everyone overnight. No, I think he might.
さすがに明日の朝には誰かが減ってないと困ります。ね
え。それではゲストハウスへご案内します。
The adults were apparently about to begin a conversation that they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. As the kids and Erika followed Shannon on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance hall.
外は今が一番の振りのようだね。
客までテレビでも見ながら、もう少し振りが弱くなるのを待ってもいいんじゃねえの？
ゲストハウスに戻りなさいってママに言われた。ゲストハウスじゃないと怒られる。おお。
ゲストハウスの方が落ち着けるぜ。不機嫌な親の声も面もごめん被るぜ。
Hey, Erika, take a look behind you.
ますますにお膳立てが整っているようで。
Erika giggled, an openly indiscreet look on her face.
今、傘のご用意をいたします。少々お待ちください。
ちょっと、ずっと気になってました。あの肖像画のご婦人は、どなたですか？まあ、ぶっちゃけ、ベアとの肖像画であることは知ってるわけですが、前回のゲームでは通り過ぎてしまっただけで面白くなかったので。
Erika whispered to herself, but of course no one heard her.
こちらは、親方様の恩人。
Beckoning.
ベアトリーチェ様でございます。
おじい様に莫大な黄金を授けてくれた後宮家復興の恩人だそうだよ。
I don't think you're supposed to hold it with your pointer finger, but I'm doing it anyway because it's easier right now. Though I know this is not correct. Yeah, I know this is not correct.
ただのじい様の中の妄想の魔女だぜ。こいつの亡霊が夜な夜な屋敷の中を歩き回ってるって話らしいぜ。
よせよ。俺、小さい頃はその話めちゃくちゃ苦手で、この屋敷の夜は苦手だったんだ。
そんなこともあったね。6年経った今はどう？
すっかり忘れてたが、この肖像画をまじまじ見てるうちに、また怖い気持ちが蘇ってきちまったぜ。
おう、ベアトリーチェは怖くないよ。敬いを持っていればね。持ってないと。ね、シャノン。
I'm sorry, but with my theory that Shannon's Beatrice. It just makes it all the more funny seeing Maria saying that as Shannon just staring with that default face she has right there. The default Shannon face as Maria saying things about Beatrice. I'm sorry. If my theory is correct, that means my laugh is warranted. If it's not correct, well, I apologize.
はい。使用人たちの間でもそう囁かれています。夜回りの使用人たちの間でも時折人影を見たとか黄金の蝶を見たとかいう噂が。
去年だか一昨年だかに使用人の人が階段から転げ落ちて大怪我してやめたじゃん。
I'm really curious to learn more about that one. Yeah, I'm really curious to learn more about that servant.
あれ、ベアトリーチェの呪いだなんて囁かれてなかったっけ
I love Jessica's laugh right there. I love Jessica's laugh right there. It's like she's telling a campfire story. Jessica told it like a ghost story, trying to scare Erika, but Erika just laughed disdainfully.
なんだよ、薄気味悪いな。ただの事故だろ？偶然だろ？
Or is it?
おじい様がここに肖像画を掲げてすぐのことだから、一昨年のことだと思うよ。確か、まさにここの大階段から落ちて怪我をしたんだよね。
Hey, Bowler, would you care to walk up it?
そうそう。このバカでかい肖像画は何しろインパクトあったから。掲げられてすぐは屋敷中であれはなんだと話題になったもんだよ。それでその後すぐにここで事故があったもんだから、ベアトリーチェの呪いだってことになってさ。
ベアトリーチェの階段云々はこの肖像画の後から？
Indeed.
いいえ。その前からもベアトリーチェ様の霊が歩き回っているという大噂はありました。でもこの肖像画が掲げられてからはもっとそういう話が増えた気がします。
Well, now they have an image for the witch, so I can see why.
今までは魔女ベアトリーチェと聞いても具体的なイメージが湧かなかったからだろうね。この肖像画によって具体的になり、より一層以後の階段に厚みが出たんだと思うな。
That's what I said.
そもそも魔女ベアトリーチェなんて誰が言い出したんです？
じいさまだぜ。我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェよく取り乱して叫んでたから。
Nice impression of Kinzo. You know what? I'm gonna break the chopstick rule for a few seconds because I want Jessica to say that again.
じいさまだぜ。我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェってよく取り乱して叫んでたから。この肖像画が出てくるまでは顔の想像もつかなかったけど。
Alright, now back to what I said I would do for the rest of this video. I just want to hear Jessica say that more time.
この肖像画が出てくるまでは顔の想像もつかなかったけど。
こんな薄気味悪い肖像画がでーんと飾られたら、そりゃ階段の一つや二つできて当然だろうぜ。音楽室のベートーベンの肖像画も学校創立者の銅像もみんなちょうどいい階段の音章じゃねえか。
確かにこんなに古風な薄暗いお屋敷でずっとこんな風雨の音を聞いていたら、そういう階段の一つや二つ生まれてもおかしくはなさそうです。まあ所詮は階段、妄想、おとぎ話。取るにも足らない寝ぼけたうつり者のざれ言以下ですが。
Sorry, just in the back of my mind, I wanted to pick up this cap while Erika was talking. I'm sorry. I was just showing off my skills as you were talking, Erika, though this was not the time. I apologize. Erika looked up at the portrait and smiled at it, defiantly. Maria's face immediately soured, as though she felt that this smile was disrespectful to Beato. Uh-oh.
ベアトリーチェはいる。そんなこと言ってるときっとエリカに魔女の呪いがあるよ。
おや、怖い怖い。魔女の呪い、大いに望むところですよ。
Erika. Erika, she's 9. Erika, she's 9.
これでエリカが明日の朝変死してたら魔女殺人事件の幕開けだな。おいおい、お前探偵なんだろ。探偵がいきなり殺されるなんて斬新すぎるぜ。
Not really. It'll make the story a lot better.
おや、それは困りますね。現場検証に差し支えます。なるほど、ノックスにも探偵を殺してはならないとは書いてありませんし。
They don't! Oh, they don't! Oh, that's interesting. Nox does not prevent the detective from dying. Okay, I like that, I like that.
マリア、いいもの持ってる。ベアトリーチェの呪いを防げるお守り。
お守り？そんなのあるのか。
After fishing around in her bag, Maria pulled out a string of beads attached to a medal that had a scorpion drawn on it. It looked like a cheap prize from an arcade or something.
何ですこれ。
魔除けのお守りなの。効果は弱いけれど、これをつけてれば今夜一晩はきっとベアトリーチェの呪いを避けられるよ。
他にもクモの巣が魔除けに効くとも聞きました。
ベアトはきっと蝶の化身だからクモも苦手なんだね。
Okay, that makes sense.
あれ？それは悪食島の悪霊が苦手な方じゃなかったっけ？
Calling back to the first game when they were talking about the history of the island. Hell yeah.
熊沢さんが詳しいよな、そういうの。
You know, I wish they talked more about that because that sounds like an interesting backstory to the island. I wish they talked more about the backstory of the island.
魔女に悪霊？少し興味を持ちました。
Indeed.
よかったらゲストハウスでもう少し話を聞かせてもらえませんか？こちらが皆さんの傘です。お使いください。外はまだだいぶ雨が強いのでお気をつけください。
Shannon handed out the umbrella she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. After that, when there were none left standing in front of the portrait, a gold butterfly appeared. Oh shit! Is it the beginning of Balor's Beatrice? Then, expanding out to do a spray of gold, it took a human form. In the hall, empty now that the children had left, Beato stood alone and silent, looking up at her own portrait. Voiceless. Without a doubt, the figure depicted there was as like her as an image in a mirror. However, it felt as though its eyes and expression were just a little different from hers. From her perspective, while the person in his portrait was almost infinitely close to herself, it was just as surely a different person entirely.
あなた 誰なんでしょう。私にどうかあなたという人を教えてください。
Is the painting gonna talk to them? Beato had already finished reading the fragments from Featherine's archive that showed the tales of all the games so far. However, the witch called Beatrice, who had been depicted in them, had been so vastly different from her. At the very end, and it looked as though that witch and Valor had connected just a little bit as adversaries. But for the most part, Beatrice had just bullied and bullied Valor in nearly all the tales. Even though this was about her, she had no idea why Beatrice had tormented Valor so much when she had supposedly been born for Valor's sake. So in Featherine's archive, it was not the history of Beatrice before she started messing with Valor. It was just the history of her messing with Valor. I get it now, I get it. All she had learned from Featherine's archive was that the former Beato was a completely different person who defied understanding.
あなたに何があったのですか。私はあなたの卵、そしてヒナ。あなたの翼はお父様のためにあったはず。それがいつ片翼をもがれ、あのように変わり果ててしまったのですか。
She had also been listening to the conversation Fowler and the others had just been having. Beatrice can't handle scorpion charms? Beatrice can't deal with spiderwebs? It wasn't as though she would like to touch either one of those if she had the choice, but nothing bad would happen if she did. Wasn't being perfectly fine around those? Was being perfectly fine around those proof that she wasn't Beatrice? Wow, I really messed up that line. I'm gonna repeat it, I really messed up that line by the first time I read it. Was being perfectly fine around those proof that she wasn't Beatrice? Even though it was about herself, she didn't understand at all. So she quietly gazed into her own eyes on the portrait. It felt as though the truth hid behind those eyes. Beato slowly approached the portrait, and then she lightly touched it. Oh! When she did, it felt as though the portrait rippled slightly. Huh? F-style. Yes. This is a doorway. A doorway to the long path that would lead her to the Golden Witch, Beatrice. Beato felt a bit dizzy. She lost her balance, feeling as though the world was twisting around her. Then, she couldn't tell which way was up or down, and was swallowed downwards, with a soft, watery sound. Beato was sucked into the portrait. Oh shit. Now we're gonna see Beatrice's past, right? Or maybe not. Maybe. Or are we gonna cut to the kids in the guest house? Nope, we're still with Beatrice. The world inside the portrait was pitch black. Farewell. However, there was nothing unsettling about it. It was a comfortable darkness, like when you put your head under the covers in bed at night. Beato realized this was a world inside herself. So, despite the darkness, she felt a warm embrace. As long as she asked for nothing, this world would ask nothing of her. But she couldn't remain like this. She didn't want to spend eternity inside the darkness of this world. Yes, I need to hatch out my egg. This darkness is the inside of the shell that surrounds the gold butterfly called Beatrice.
私は生まれます。お父様のために、バトラお父様のために生き、尽くすために生まれます。
She put her purpose, her reason for being born, into words. As if in response to those words, the seal on the shell began to melt away. Cracks appeared in the darkness, and a brilliant light enveloped the world. Interesting. Ow. Oh, I'm stressing out my arm a little bit. Ow. Ow. My hand's not used to doing this, by the way. My hand's not used to doing this. Ow. Oh. It's gone. And so, Beatrice was born. Oh, are we going back to the moment where Beatrice was born? Interesting. Apathy. There I stood, along with another me. For a second, I thought that the me in front of me was the real Beatrice, the one I want to be more like. However, she was looking back at me with the same bewildered eyes, so I realized that wasn't quite it. That's right. I wasn't the only one born from the egg. She was also born. My twin? No, it feels a bit different. How can I put it? Both of us are lacking something and immature. Yes, both of us are chicks, but we are also fragments of the true Beatrice. It felt as though the two of us together could become the real Beatrice. No one explained this to us. However, we naturally understood. I decided to talk to this other me. Unless I get to know her and become one with her, I won't be able to become the Beatrice Father desires. In other words, the thing that Father wants from me was so heartbroken to find missing must be something that she has.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah-oh. The Beatrice with her hair looked down. The Beatrice with her hair down looked at me dubiously several times, and finally spoke.
どうしてわらわと同じ顔を?
She used the word Wawara to refer to herself, just like the true Beatrice. Wawara. I'm not using the chopsticks for this. Also, I kind of strained my hand because I was holding chopsticks for so long. Oh, gee. Yeah, I kind of strained my hand a little bit. You can kind of see the indent right now. Yeah. My hands usually don't look like this. You can see the indent right there. I'm just gonna use my hands. Sorry, Erika. I'm just gonna use my hands for the rest of this video. Wawara. 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 Oh wait, Waraha? I'm not for sure. Is the pronoun that Beatrice used throughout episodes 1 through 4 to refer to herself. Historically, Waraha. It's so terrible. I'm sorry. Was a word to refer to handmaids, chambermaids, and children, including errand boys and girls. The pronoun Warawa. I think it might be Wawara. How do I pronounce this? I need help, internet. I'm not for sure if this is accurate, but I've got some Japanese pronunciations of this word. Warawa. I'm really trying. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mispronounce it a lot, but I'm sorry. I really am trying to pronounce this word. Historically, Warawa was a word used to refer to handmaids, chambermaids, and children, including errand boys and girls. The pronoun Warawa, which derived from these meanings, was therefore a humble one, used mostly by women. However, in the context of modern fiction, the use of Warawa is stereotypically associated with noble women from olden times, and the acronym of this choice of pronoun can have the secondary effect of imparting an imperative air on a character's speech. In this sense, it is the perfect fit for Beatrice, and an important part of the role language that makes up her character. Alright. Alright, this is really important. The pronoun wawawa. Wawawa. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that correctly and it sounds really bad, I'm sorry. She used the word wawawa to refer to herself, just like the true Beatrice. It looks like she really does have something that I lack.
さあ、それは私にもわかりません。
わらわは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
Hello, Beatrice. Are you on the character sheet? Yes, you are. Beatrice, the Elder. A mysterious witch who existed even before the rules. She has the same name as Beato, but she was not given the purpose of devoting herself to power. A mere shadow of a witch, sealed away by Kinzo. She spent her days pulling small pranks and clearing away the anti-magic toxins for the sake of her resurrection. Has many things in common with the evil spirits of Akujikijima, such as a fear of spider webs. She was the one who gave Shannon the golden butterfly brooch. Beatrice the Elder. Interesting. Beatrice the Elder.
そなたは？
私もベアトリーチェです。後宮バトラに仕えるために生まれてきました。
わらわは黄金の魔女にして六軒島の夜の支配者。後宮バトラは知っているが、このような小僧になぜに仕えねばならぬのか理解に苦しむ。
I realized that the thought I'd had a second ago. That together, we could become the true Beatrice, must really have been true. Though the person in front of me does have the part that makes her a witch, which I lack. She does not possess the mission to live for Shirmiya Battler's sake. She has what I do not. She has what I do not. And I'm sure I have something she does not.
私たちはきっと二人で一人の存在なんです。双子みたいなものだと思います。
いいや違う。そなたはわらわの妹だ。わらわはそなたが生まれるよりずっと前からここにいる。
そうだったんですか。
Ooh, chandelier! I was born later. So, does that mean the mission to live for Shirmiya Battler's sake was born later on? However, I don't think my existence is something quite as faint and intangible as a mission. I have enough of a personality to think and act as I am doing right now. So the witch Beato and I are separate people, both of us possessing something the other lacks. In that sense, maybe it's fitting for us to call ourselves sisters, as she says.
私はあなたのことが知りたいんです。
わらわも知りたい。そなたもまたわらわであることは理解している。そしてなぜにそのような言葉遣いでありバトラに仕えねばならぬのか。そしてどうやらそれを理解せぬ限りわらわたちは互いに未熟らしい。
私は完全なベアトリーチェになりたいんです。
I do too.
わらわはそなたが生まれるまでこれで完全な存在だった。しかしこうしてそなたが現れた今、そなたを受け入れるのがわらわの定めであるように思う。わらわもまたそなたのことを知りたい。
The witch Beato's tone was very slightly arrogant, matching with her self-proclaimed status as the older sister. However, since we both realized that we were the same person, there was no need to be unkind. This was probably because she understood, after meeting me, that her current form was not her real self.
ここはどこですか？お屋敷のホール？あ、
Beato gasped. her portrait wasn't there. Did that mean that this was at least 2 years in the past?
そうとも。後ろ宮の屋敷のホールである。夜はわらわの時間。そして夜の屋敷はわらわのものだ。金蔵の間抜けは相変わらずわらわを蘇らせようだの捕らえようだのと躍起になっている。皮肉な話よ。そのわらわはこうして堂々と毎晩屋敷を支配しているというのに。
あなたはここで何を？
体を失い、あの肉々しい鎮守の社により魔力もない。しかしわずかずつに日々魔力はよみがえりつつあるのだ。最後には見事復活を遂げ、あの金蔵を嘲笑ってやりたいぞ。わらわは見事そなたの檻を抜け出したとな。その笑いだけを楽しみに夜な夜な徘徊して暇つぶしをしている亡霊といったところよ。
ご一緒してもいいですか？
無論。何しろそなたもまたわらわの一部。右腕の同行を断る左腕がどこにいる？断る道理もない。そなたを迎えようぞ、我が妹、新しきベアトリーチェよ。
ありがとうございます。お姉様。
こそばゆい呼び方だ。だが悪くない。さあ参ろうか。夜の屋敷を散歩しよう。わらわの退屈な日常を紹介しようぞ。
And the younger sister follows the older. The two Beatrices changed their forms into 2 gold butterflies and fluttered silently into the depths of the shadowy mansion. Umineko no Nakakora ni Ichiru, Nocturne of the Truth and Illusions. Ah, interesting! So, we might be peering into Beatrice's backstory, the source of magic, this time! Oh! I really think, in this episode, we're gonna see the origins.
今でもそうなんですが、うっかり屋さんで。
We're gonna see the origins of Beatrice, as well as the origins of Shannon, I guess, because Shannon's beginning to talk about her in the past. Interesting. Interesting. Very intriguing. But that is all I have for this time. So thank you everybody for watching this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and we will be seeing the source of magic next time.
Okay.